Hey guys, this is a tutorial video for the song Finally Home by MercyMe. For this song you're going to need to be in open D tuning, so if you don't know how to do that, just start from your standard tuning and go down the strings on the 6th fret here. Okay, you're going to make sure that the top string is in unison with the D string. So that's the 4th string. This is your D string right here. Okay, so you're going to make sure that the top string is in unison with that. So I've already done that, so make sure you do that. And the next thing you want to do is go down to your 2nd fret, 3rd string, and you're going to hold down on the 3rd string there. And you're going to pluck it. You're going to match the string below that one, so the 2nd string. That's a G. Might be wrong. So you make sure those are in unison, and then you go back to the 6th fret here on the 2nd string and make sure this string, the 2nd string, and the bottom string are in unison, which mine is not. So I gotta. There we go. Alright, so we're all set, and the next thing you do is put the capo on the 2nd fret. Okay, so for the intro of the song, I'm going to break it down into 3 different parts. So the first part you're going to play through twice. Okay, and the second part you're only going to play through once, and then the third part only play through once. And then it goes into the pre-chorus and then eventually into the chorus. So I'm going to take it one step at a time here. This is the intro. Okay, so the first part of the intro, which you're going to play twice, sounds like this. Okay, so what I'm doing is I'm on the 4th string in the 2nd fret, and I'm plucking the bass note at the same time with my thumb on the very top. If you notice throughout the song that bass note is consistent with each of the notes that you're playing. So I'll play this again here. Notice how it's consistent throughout that as you're going through the notes. So I'm jumping from this note here, the 4th string on the 2nd fret, and I'm kind of hammering on that. I'm kind of doing that. And then with my ring finger, I'm on the 4th string, 4th fret. So, and back to the 2nd fret, right where I was with my index finger. So let's play that again. Okay, so for the next note after that, it's just an open string of the 3rd string. So that's an open 3rd string. So back to the 4th fret, 4th string. That one's the 4th string, 4th fret. So you can probably pick this up by ear, because you're only really playing with these 2 notes. And the last note there is the open, both the Ds. Those are, both the D strings. So that's the first part of the intro, the first out of 3. Okay, so for the second part of the intro, it sounds something like this. Play that once, just like that, and this time I'm beginning on the 4th string, 4th fret with my ring finger here, and again I'm hammering on that. And the next note, this is going to be a different note. You're playing with your index finger on the 3rd string, 2nd fret right here. Okay, so that's going to sound like. Sound like that. And you're actually going to go back to this note here again right after you play this new note. So if you listen to that, you'll hear that. Sorry. See how it goes back to the fourth string, fourth fret. And then from there, you're going to place your pinky finger right underneath your ring finger on the third string in the fourth fret. So that's that note there. And again, you're going to be consistently playing that bass note throughout these notes. And then after that, you're lifting your pinky. So I wouldn't remove your index finger while you're in this part of the intro. Just leave it there, even though the pinky is covering that string, because you're going to lift the pinky and play that note again. So it's going to sound like this. There's the pinky there, and then you're playing that third string, second fret again. And then after that is the open of that third string. So you're playing, the bass note and that open string. Okay, so that together sounds like this. And then the last note is just the ring finger again on the fourth string, fourth fret. So in total, all those should sound like this. For the third part of the intro, it sounds something like this. Okay, so again, I'm starting with the ring finger on the fourth fret, fourth string, and I'm hammering that again. And I have my index finger still at the third string, second fret. But this time, after going back to the ring finger for a second time, as you can hear, I'm going to move my index finger up a string to the fourth string in the second fret. And then I'm going to go back to the ring finger on the fourth string, fourth fret, to the open third string, and back to the fourth string, fourth fret. So let's do that again. So to go through that one more time, that's your ring finger on the fourth string, fourth fret, and then going to the index finger on the third string, second fret, and then going back to that for that quick note right before you move your index finger up a string. And you're going back to the ring finger, and then the open string on the third, and then right back to the ring finger. Alright, so I'm going to put all three of these parts together, and it should sound something like this. Okay, so for the verses of the song, it's actually a little bit easier. It kind of simples it down a bit for when you're singing. You're only holding one note up here. So you're going from the open bass note to holding down the note on the 6th fret up here. If you have dots on your guitar, it should be the second dot. Okay, so you're going to hold that in. I kind of play with the second and the third string as well as the top string. So you can fit the lyrics in here at the beginning. Here we go. I'm gonna wrap my arms around my daddy's neck and tell him that I missed him. Right after you say the first line of the song, you're going right back into the second part of the intro that I showed you and playing the third part right after that. So I'm going to wrap my arms around my daddy's neck and tell him that I missed him, and then you're going right into the second part. I'm gonna tell him about the man that I became and hope that it pleases him, and then right back into that. Yeah, and that's it for that. You just go through the verses like that, and then when you get to the pre-choruses, it gets even simpler because you're just sliding this finger, this top string, down to the 8th fret. So, what's the words for that? So amazed by what I've seen, and so much more, sliding it back to the 6th, than this old mind can hold, and go right back into the second part of the intro. Playing that third part. Yeah, that's the pre-chorus, and then going into the chorus, I will tell you right now that the chorus is probably going to be the most difficult part. I still have trouble playing it sometimes, and it's definitely something you have to work on with stretching your fingers, because it kind of puts your fingers in awkward positions. It goes something like this. When I finally make it home. So what I'm doing there is having my finger on the 6th fret, first string up here. Fine. Having the index finger on the 2nd string, 2nd fret. Fine. Plucking those at the same time. Fine. Taking my middle finger, going down to the 4th fret, 2nd string, which this is the awkward part because you have to kind of hold your fingers like this while holding this bass note up here. Finally, with your pinky going on the 2nd string, 6th fret, May, and then with your index finger covering the bottom string, letting go all of the others. It, home. Home is when you go back into the second part of the intro. Yeah, so that's the chorus. Like I said, it's going to take some practice in stretching those fingers and getting comfortable holding those notes without causing too much ugly sounding notes. But keep working on those, and then I would just kind of focus on singing it later. Just learn how to play it first, and then try adding the vocals later. Okay, so the last part you need to learn is the bridge, which is just holding down the 6th string on the 8th fret, and you're going to move it to the 6th, and then go right back into the second part of the intro, and then to the third part. And it sounds something like this. The sweetest sounds these ears have yet to hear, the voices of the angels. And that's how you play Finally Home by MercyMe. I just encourage you guys to keep practicing. I just focus on the guitar part, and it's very technical. It's gonna take some time to get used to with your fingers and stuff, but you can do it. I believe in you. Please let me know if you have any questions or if I can help you out in any way. Take care, guys.